Hello everybody, FreshKeys33 here, bringing you another team analysis video. Today's video is going to be fighting monotype, and man, fighting is freaking offensive as crap. Like, oh my gosh, like even the walls, like the walls that I have for this team are incredibly offensive, which is just ridiculous. And so I'm going to start off with the first Pokemon, and that would be Hitmontop. And Hitmontop is running a 252 HP EV, 252 defense EV, with 4 special defense EVs and Impish nature. That's about 317 defense, which is pretty darn good for a wall, you know. The ability Intimidate, so I'm getting a +1 defense boost when I switch in Hitmontop to a Pokemon, which is very useful. And not to mention, they really aren't going to be one staying with a -1 attack. And with the item Leftovers, they get a consistent recovery. And it's very, very cool because Hitmontop is one of those Pokemon that can do a ton of stuff. Hitmontop can be offensive, it can be defensive, it can be specially defensive, it can be everything. I love Hitmontop. It's a great fighting type Pokemon, so I had to include it down here. And so the moveset is going to be a kind of a standard Hitmontop set. It's going to be a Rapid Spin to get rid of the rocks, Foresight to be hitting the ghosts. Not only to be hitting the Rapid Spin, but also be hitting the fighting moves, because ghosts kind of are going to be a problem for this team, but I made sure they aren't. So I added some Pokemon with some moves that are going to be combating that, such as the Sucker Punch on this Hitmontop to be hitting the super effective ghosts and psychics, and close combat to be hitting anything hard. So the Foresight to get the ghosts, so I'm able to hit the Rapid Spin, and so yeah. Hitmontop the first wall. Scrafty. Next Pokemon is Scrafty. So Scrafty is running at 252 HP, 248 special defense, 8 attack, careful nature. That's 360 special defense, which is awesome. It's incredible defense. Special defense. The ability is Shed Skin. Because obviously with that special defense bulk and the Leftovers as an item, I'm going to be running a bulk up set. So Scrafty is running on the moveset Bulk Up, Drain Punch, Crunch, and Rest. So a standard bulk up set for Scrafty, but a great set. I don't know why this Pokemon has moved down to UU. I personally think it's one of the best wall breakers in OU, but my opinion, not Smogon's, so I'm sorry. But Scrafty, great special wall too. And the third Pokemon, of course I had to include it. This is a fighting type after all. I had to include Terrakion. Man. Terrakion, the biggest threat in OU. People, oh, Terrakion's so overpowered. Yeah, well, the overpowered Pokemon, I had to include my team, because I had to be dominating some people. So, the EVs are going to be 252 attack EVs, 252 speed EVs, Jolly Nature, with 4 HP EVs. And so, with Jolly Nature, people think, oh, you run a Choice Band, or no. With Jolly Nature, you run a Choice Scarf. That means you can literally outspeed almost everything in the tier that has not boosted with some agility or has a speed boost ability. With this, you can basically outspeed everything in the tier, except for a few Pokemon that have certain scarfed on them. But other than that, Terrakion just outspeeds. The ability is Justified, because that's the only ability it gets, and the moveset is going to be Close Combat. Because Close Combat is a great move, just do 120 attack power. Stone Edge, Strong Stab, X-Scissor to be dealing with the Psychic types and the Dark types, and Sacred Sword, or not to be dealing with the Dark types, X-Scissor, because Close Combat, duh. So the Sacred Sword to be dealing with the wall trying to set up on me, so I can switch into Terrakion and do Sacred Sword, and just hits through the boost with no problem at all. And the fourth Pokemon is going to be Mienshao. And Mienshao in this little team is going to be kind of the what do you call it? The scout. So Mienshao is going to be the scout in this team. It's going to be scouting out, switching out. So the EVs are going to be 252 attack EVs, 252 speed EVs, and 4 HP EVs with naive nature. So you're probably wondering why minus special defense? It doesn't make any sense. Well, because of the minus special defense, you know, I got something up my sleeves, so do not worry. The ability is going to be Regenerator, because I'm going to be switching in and out. I want to get the HP back. And the Life Orb recoil that I have on this Mienshao, I want to get the recoil damage back as HP. And the moveset is going to be High Jump Kick, a great, strong fighting stab. U-turn to be getting ready to switch out, Fake out to be dealing some easy damage to Pokemon, and Hidden Power Ice. And this is where the naive nature comes in, because Hidden Power Ice is going to be used to hit the Landorises and the Gliscors, which otherwise kind of wall the fighting type like team I have here. The Hidden Power Ice to just hit those Gliscors, because Gliscors cannot take a Hidden Power Ice from almost anything. So that's why I have Hidden Power Ice here, because Gliscor just walls ground types for days. The fifth Pokemon is Lucario, and Lucario is running a 252 special attack, 252 speed, 4 HP, modest nature. That's 361 special attack. That's amazing. And the ability Inner Focus, because you really don't want to be being flinched out, because that can be kind of annoying sometimes. And I'm not sure if Justified ability is out yet. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but if it's out or not. But Justified is going to be, I guess you can use that too. But I just like to use Inner Focus. I don't like being flinched out. Lucario is one of the only Pokemon that can legitimately run a special fighting set. The only other Pokemon that I can really think of is Virizion or Cobalion. Those two other Pokemon, and Keldeo, the new Pokemon, can be running the special fighting. But Lucario does it so much better than those Pokemon. And the item is going to be Life Orb, because I want to be having the boost with the recoil. But the 1.3 boost is so awesome. And the moveset of Agility, Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse, and Vacuum Wave. And Agility is there because, man, after an Agility, you will for sure outspeed the entire tier. The entire tier you're going to be outspeeding. That's awesome. The Aura Sphere to be hit strong stab, Dark Pulse to hit the Psychic types, and a Vacuum Wave to be there to finish off Pokemon that could have a priority move that could kill you. And that comes in handy very much, because Lucario really isn't that defensive. And if Lucario had better stats, above 180 defense and special defense, I may put another move in there. But since it's so frail, you kind of need a priority move just to be dealing with a Pokemon that might be able to have priority move and kill you off, such as a Azumarill. And that's where it comes in real handy. The last Pokemon is Infernape. And Infernape with a 252 attack, 252 speed, 4 special attack, naive nature. So that's again lowering the special defense. But I have a reason again. The ability is going to be Blaze, because the fire boost is always needed. That's such an awesome ability. Life Orb to be 1.3 boost to all attacks. And since even though I do have the 252 attack EVs, the reason I have the 4 special attack EVs is because of one move, and that's Overheat. And the Overheat boost with the Life Orb and the Blaze, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. Not to mention, people really don't know if you're going to be running an Overheat or not. They can't tell if it's a safe switch. If it's a safe switch, the switch in a Skarmory on you, because you get Overheat. So it really plays mind games when using an Infernape. So the moveset is going to be Overheat, Close Combat, another strong step, Stealth Rocks. Because, fun fact, as of Black and White, I'm literally almost 100% sure. No, I am sure. It's the only Pokemon that can get Stealth Rocks. That is fighting type. So that's very useful. And I had to put it on the team, because Dim Rocks are so big. And they're really needed. So I had to have Stealth Rocks on Infernape. And a Mach Punch, another priority move. To making sure, because Infernape is usually knocked down to low defenses pretty quickly also, since both of the defenses are below 180. So I needed the Mach Punch in there to be dealing some last minute damage to the Pokemon. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video I gave you guys today. Fighting Monotype, very cool, but very offensive also. And I'm really going to be wondering how Kevin's going to play with this one. He's either going to dominate with Pokemon, or maybe get in a bad situation where a few flying types just wreck the team. I'm wondering to find out, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you guys for watching the video. See you guys later.